I'm over here, I just want a chance to make my peace, say goodbye. You know, I'm very bitter about the way some of the shit went down in the last 20 years. Let's put it that way. I'm no expert, but not for nothing. I'm sick of looking at. I mean, I buy the DVDs of the classic bands and the older guys and the older girls. Music business people and things. I don't understand how Kiss can go on tour again and people are gonna go pay to see it. I don't. In my mind, I don't. I mean, it's just. It's not even like a casino act. You know what I mean? It's like they're. I got so many different alternate views that probably don't sound good. You know, it's because I got a sense that people of my age who didn't quit, being who they were or what they want to be or whatever. They never got their chance. There's millions and millions of people like me out in the world. Millions of us, my age, and we're all cut off, from our own generation. It feels like. I guess they call us the Generation X, right? I guess if we want to feel like we're included, then we gotta be Pearl Jam or we gotta be this, we gotta be that. I don't know. I'm using music as the story because that's the kind of that's the reference I come from. It's a religious thing for me that made me feel so different. Um, and as I came into my own person, as to take care of myself more or less. But I don't know how to sound, but I just wish that I had more of a role on Earth. I'm not the worst guy. I'm not the best guy, but I'm still here. You know, and that's all I can say. I don't know who's talking about who and who does what, but this is past my own identity. I keep thinking bigger thoughts these days. It's like my rankings going down on Reverb Nation, my .com, where I had this, Reverb Nation has like almost 60,000 hits already. Again, I'm like happy as a clam for that, but my rank goes down and it goes back up and it goes back down. I haven't put anything on there in a long time, and I just kind of am getting ready to not maybe delete it, but I'm shutting it down a little bit. No, I had all my songs demos on there in MP3s, free download with a record that I'm trying to sell on online distribution. Nobody bought it. Nobody bought one MP3. 60,000 hits on my website, but not one person picked up one MP3 to support me and let me know that the past 3 years or so that I've been on, has it mattered to anybody. So I think to myself, what am I, nuts? I gotta be nuts. So the dream's over. The bubble's burst. You know what I mean? I'm not done. I mean, I can pick up the drumsticks. By the grace of God, I can pick up the drumsticks, and I can really play the drums at a beautiful performing sense of feeling, and have my dexterity and everything at will. I got command of the instrument, and my body's letting me keep going with that very well. I got good form still, and I'm proud to report that as of yesterday, I have a comment on my YouTube site. I want to say this in a video. Drummer Bob Gatson, acclaimed drummer, acclaimed person. He gave me a nice comment on my video Monday after Sunday on YouTube/ascent2112, and I'm very proud of that. I gotta say, I actually had a tear in my eye when I told my son, I showed my son, He didn't understand. He's 11 years old. He's playing a video game that he got for Christmas. But he's still playing. He's playing right now, matter of fact. But, to me, it's a little, that was like a landmark to me. I said, oh my God. Because he's a great guy. He's a great drummer. And it's just good to know. That's all I can say. Anybody who's into the drum world understands that. I'm very flattered. He was very kind. I hope to generate some positive interest in this oncoming year, 2010. I'm not the babbling, mumbling, what's the word? Misanthrope? No. Quasimodo? What else am I supposed to be? It's all my self-perception. Not for nothing. I don't want to work with anybody from the past that I've been let go with. It's like I don't want to go back to a job that I got fired from or something like that. I don't want to feel like I used to. I'd rather feel a little bit alone and confused as I am than be who I used to be, the second best, somebody else, I'm sure this ain't the last video of me, unless, barring accidents. But, I'm going to forge ahead. I hope I can find some people that I get along with, and we can go, take some steps to get somewhere else. Because I want to have some good times still. I have a lot to offer. I'm wondering when the hell it's going to happen. I can't just get up and look forward to what little bit I have to do and maybe hit the, the only thing I do is I swim in the pool for like a release. It's not the worst lifestyle I got. It's not about money for me as much as it should be that I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like pain management, satisfaction, of doing a good job at something I want to do, that I want to work at, and be around people that I want to work with. It's real simple for me, but then again, maybe I'm too simple. I have a hard time gelling with a lot of cultural stuff that seems to be, or lack of culture. How about that? I don't even know what the hell I'm up against anymore. I just know that I don't want to put anybody down worse than I have already, or inferred or indicated in the past. I just read this Genesis chapter and verse, the story of the band Genesis from the 2007, Turn It On Again tour. It was like the band story. And I was reading, I read it from cover to cover in a couple days. And I absorbed it. I loved it. I read the Randall Gello, I Know What I Like Genesis book years ago. I had a copy of that. Peter Gabriel years in the early 80s. I want to say that they can't exist anymore. They were always my ideal. They were young kids. They stuck together, and they knew each other, and they played music. It was a fantasy island that doesn't exist for me. I hope it does for my son, but it can't exist for me. Where they're sheltered and they're just permitted to just smoke J's and keep rolling it up and drink the wine, and everybody had wives or girlfriends that tried to hang in there, while they knew each other as, like a family, and all those years, But then I recognized also, like the odd man out guy, and that perception of it, I was like, what can I get out of this? The Steve Hackett guitar player, one of my favorite guitar players on earth, Steve Hackett, as a contemporary guitar player.